For my grade 6 social studies project, I prepared a presentation on the contributions of an individual Canadian in global events and issues. For the Canadian that I researched, I chose Fredrick Banting, who discovered insulin for diabetes. Fredrick Banting was a research doctor that is known for his discovery of insulin. Insulin is known for controlling a disease known as diabetes. Fredrick Banting was born on November 14, 1891 in Alliston, Ontario, Canada. He was the youngest of 4 siblings. He wanted to join the army but couldn't due to his poor eyesight, so he decided to go to university to study medicine. He finished his medical education in 1916, which was a year early because there was an urgent need for doctors to serve in the First World War. Banting worked in military hospitals in England, but in 1918 he was sent to France as a battalion medical officer and unfortunately was wounded. He stayed in the hospital in England and before he returned to Canada in 1919. Banting returned to home and became interested in medical research. Banting had a close friend pass away due to a killer disease called diabetes. His interest in the disease increased, and in 1920 he wrote down an idea for research that focused in isolating an internal secretion of the pancreas that might cure diabetes. Banting was granted to research at the University of Toronto, assisted by another doctor, Charles Best. The first sample was tested on 14-year-old Leonard Thompson. He showed immediate improvement on his health, and further studies confirmed on how effective insulin was, and the diabetes finally had a life-saving treatment. Banting and Best's discovery of insulin was an immediate and a very effective treatment for diabetes. It didn't cure it, but it saved many lives and was a major discovery and life-saving therapy for diabetes. Banting received many awards for his work, included 1923 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Banting married Marion Robertson, and together they had their son William in 1928. Banting always had a love for art. He traveled with artists to endure his love for sketching and oil paints. Mostly he traveled with the Canadian artists, the group of 7. Banting then went on to research cancer, silicosis, and syncope diseases, but did not achieve the same success as he did with diabetes. In 1932, Banting divorced his wife and remarried to Henrietta Ball in 1937. As the Second World War approached, Banting became interested in aviation medicine and problems of chemical bacteria warfare, and led Canada's first research efforts in those fields. In February of 1941, Banting decided to make a trip to England to meet with a group of British research scientists. Upon leaving Newfoundland in bad weather, the plane developed engine problems. It turned back, but unfortunately crashed in a pond in Newfoundland. Sadly, Banting died before help reached the plane. The reason why Fredrick Banting was an important Canadian is because insulin saved the lives of many people. At the time, diabetes was a very lethal medical condition that was known worldwide. So therefore, when Banting discovered insulin, he saved the lives of possibly millions of people in the world. The end.